only for second Niger bridge, this country will not forget Buhari. Femi Adesina. Welcome to the news. And thank you for tuning in to listen. Well, on this particular issue, I'm going to say, well, he tried. But this is his function. You know when they say you buy something from the market, you buy soap. And the soap washes your body. As in when you use it, it washes the dirt out of a cloth. Do you say the soap is good? No. Because you bought it actually so that it's going to do that for you. You're going to use it to wash your clothes and your clothes are going to be clean. Will you come blowing the trumpet? No. So exactly what I'm talking about. They are blowing the trumpet of this man for doing his job. You apply that you are good for a position. You presented yourself that you are the best for that position. Then when you do the job, you expect a tap on the back. It's not possible. It is when you come and outdo. Unfortunately, this is to show you that Nigerians have suffered enough. We have never had presidents that have the interest of us at heart. Yes, imagine us rejoicing over bridge. Bridge, oh, that will benefit everybody. Everybody is coming out to clap hands and say, oh, he has done well. Who is supposed to build it? Who exactly is supposed to build it? Me and you, right? The news in detail, please stay with us. This year, the long wait for Godot will come to an end. The second bridge over the river Niger will be commissioned and put to use. And what a dream come true it will be. Last December, a friend had traveled from Lagos to the southeast for the Christmas holidays, where he spent 6 hours on River Niger Bridge, a journey which should take less than 5 minutes. Since the bridge is only 1.6 kilometers long, he called me in frustration. He was almost bursting a blood vessel. I consoled and comforted him and added for good effect, this is the last time you and other travelers will be stranded on that bridge. By next Christmas, there will be 2 bridges in operation and it will be a jolly good ride. He said a resounding amen and went over line. What tram and traverse users of the River Niger Bridge have passed through. Built in 1965, the artery between the southeast, south-south and the rest of the country has become grossly inadequate and a torture to navigate at peak seasons. There was a year travelers even spent the night on the bridge. There was a long history to the building of a second bridge over the River Niger, and it has been the years become a tool of false promises, lies and propaganda. When politicians want the votes of Southeasterners as election approach, they go and offload shovels, pick, axes, wheelbarrows, cutlasses and others at the site as if that is what is required to build a bridge of that magnitude. After they've got their vote, they come back to remove their miserable implements. Goodbye basket, I've carried all my apples. The People's Democratic Party, PDP, did it for 16 years, building the bridge with their mouths. The first recollection was during the campaign for 1979 presidential election. The candidate of the National Party of the Nigeria, NPN, Alhaji Shegu Shagari, went to the southeast and promised a second Niger bridge. That was all it was. A promise through the NPN government lasting from 1979 to 1983. Then came the military regimes headed by Muhammadu Buhari, which lasted only 20 months. That of Ibrahim Babangida, which endured 8 years. Ernest Shonekan led interim national government, 84 days. Sani Abacha, 5 years. And Abdusalami Abubakar, 11 months. Nothing was said about the bridge. Under Babangida, an alarm was raised about the deteriorating condition of the bridge. Ever the master of artifice and sleight of hand, the then military president challenged Nigerian engineers to design a new bridge. They did. End of story. Then came Olusegun Obasanjo, a former military head of state, as civilian president. He promised to build the bridge. It did not happen in 8 years. About 5 years ago, before he left office, Obasanjo flagged off the project to cost 58.6 billion naira and handed it over to his successor, Omar Yar'Adua. No action in the 3 years that the administration lasted, understandably so far for Yar'Adua, was infirm. Then came Goodluck Ebele Jonathan, who even at a point added Azikiwe to his name. He promised heaven on earth, saying he was a southeasterner and he would build the bridge. During a town hall meeting on August 30, 2012 in the region, he said what he would claim he had done for his Igbo brethren if he did not. He said what would he claim if he had done for his Igbo brethren if he did not build that bridge. Later, Azikiwe disappeared from Jonathan's name and the second Niger bridge disappeared with it. All that happened in about 6 years ago that the administration lasted was a Federal Executive Council approval for final and planning and design of that bridge. All motion, no movement. And then came the man from Daura, Fulani, with no affinity with the southeast. He did not make promises. He did not boast. He just went to work quietly. From September 1st, 2018, without fanfare or swashbuckling, action started on the second Niger bridge. Babatunde Raji Fashola, Minister of Works and Housing, was the chief executioner. Doggedly, he and his principals set to work. And here we are today. What has defeated many military and civilian administrators is now reality in our country. I will never forget the day I traveled to Onitsha for a private event. I was on the same flight from Lagos to Onitsha with His Royal Majesty, the Obi of Onitsha. When we alighted and were walking towards the arrival hall of the airport, I went to pay my courtesies to my distinguished monarch. He greeted me warmly, asked after President BUHARI, and told me to pass his appreciation for the work being done on the second Niger bridge. Every time I drove on the old bridge and I looked to my side, seeing the new upcoming one, joy wells in my heart, the Obi said. And that is the thing to do. You must appreciate the remonstrate man from the Daura for succeeding where many other leaders failed before him. Where there is a will, there is a way. President BUHARI has taken up major infrastructure works, most of which would be due commissioning before he exits next year, May. Roads, rail, airports, bridges, and many others. If only for the second Niger bridge, Nigeria will not forget BUHARI's name. But then you can add Local Water Bridge, Bono Bridge, Lagos Ibadan Expressway, Enugu to Port Harcourt, Abuja to Kaduna and Kano, AKK pipelines, rail network across the country, and many others. Surely, this country will always remember Buhari, Muhammadu, for good, no matter how revisionists have tried to show the successes with only talk of insecurity ravaging the country. While the security challenges are being met frontally, infrastructure proceeds apace. It takes determination and doggedness. In Daboski, Nigeria will always remember Buhari for his strides in infrastructure when the country was in far less than it used to. In Daboski, what does it mean? Search me. Ask Prophet Chukwu Emeka Odumeje what the words mean. He coined it. But I repeat, in Daboski, this country will never forget Buhari, if only for the second Niger bridge. Additional special advisor to President Buhari on media and publicity. Well, I must say, we will not forget him. But what I'm saying is, yes, he did it. It was actually a function of the government. The civilians will not be the ones to use their own money to build the bridge. Don't get me wrong. No, I don't have a disliking for anyone. But I'm saying, what is the noise all about? You did your job. Well, maybe he wants a congratulation from us. Congratulations, sir. Can we move on to the next one? On this note, we've come to the end of the news. We say thank you for tuning in to listen. And until I come your way next time, enjoy the rest of the day.